presenter is Dr. Shipra Burman, Rising IOP, Who's to Blame. So could we just have you fast, Peter?
Good afternoon, everyone. My today's topic of presentation is Rising IOP, Who's to Blame. A 31 years old female student from Kolkata came with the complaint of heaviness in her both eyes for 7 days, which is associated with sudden onset of, sudden in onset and associated with mild pain. There was no history of watering, burning sensation. Initially, she has been diagnosed elsewhere as physiological large cup, and she was on regular follow-up. There was no history of ocular trauma, no significant medical or surgical history, no history of similar illness in the family, and no family history of glaucoma. General and systemic examination reveals no abnormality. Her external examination was within normal. The best corrected visual acuity in the right eye with minus 0.50 SPR was 6.6 and near vision was N6. And in same also in the left eye with minus 0.50 SPR, it was 6.6 and near vision was N6. The ocular examination, the anterior segment was normal. With the intraocular pressure with applanation tonometer, it was 24 millimeter of mercury in the right eye and 26 millimeter of mercury in the left eye. And in the gonioscopy, we could say there was a grade 3 according to Schaeffer's grading with the peripheral anterior synechia superiorly in both the eyes. The fundus examination, as the picture shows that the VCT, vertical cup-disc ratio was 0.8 and pink in color, margins were clear, the neuroretinal rim were normal, deep cup foveal reflex was present in both the eyes. The vessels were arising from the optic disc and they were dichotomously branching. So from this history and the examination, we came to the provisional diagnosis that it might be a case of ocular hypertension. We have done more investigations where the pachymetry showed that in the right and left eye both it is a 480 micrometer. Then the perimetry was within normal. And OCT RNFL revealed that in the left eye there was superior temporal and inferior rim thinning. Then we have done the ultrasound biomicroscopy which showed that there was a multiple small iridociliary cyst in both the eyes. So the diagnosis may be ocular hypertension secondary to intermittent angle closure due to iridociliary cyst. They managed the case with the topical medical therapy. Eye drop dorzolamide was used and she was kept on regular follow-up. After 3 months of follow-up, the intraocular pressure was 14 millimeter of mercury in both the eyes and the visual field and OCT RNFL remained stable. So iris cysts are broadly categorized into the primary and secondary cyst. They may be found at the following zones: the pupillary margin, between the iris root and the ciliary body, and most commonly at the iridociliary sulcus. Ultrasound biomicroscopy allows a better visualization and evaluation of the size, structure, location as well as the extent of the involvement of the cyst. Iris cyst may have a vast range of clinical presentation, ranging from totally asymptomatic, needing only observation, to full-blown glaucoma requiring major glaucoma surgery. So to conclude, considering the wide variety of clinical manifestation and that the management may differ depending upon the diagnosis, it is highly important for clinicians to carry out a careful examination, especially in patients with narrow angle. Even in BGOPD, outdoor proper history and thorough examination of the patient should be done. Otherwise, we could miss the diagnosis. These are my references. Thank you.
Cysts were there in both the eyes?
Yes, sir.
Because I believe you showed only in the left eye.
It won't come back. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you
Sir,
felt
in
it
the
was in
UVM,
both
the
the eyes?
cysts were in both the eyes.
Okay.
Both are smaller, small in size.
So was there a difference in presentation in either of the eyes, because the glaucomatous defect was more in one of the eyes? So
Yes, ma'am. There was a difference. In the left eye, the pressure was a bit higher, and in the left eye, in the OCT RNFL, we have seen that the field were.
yes, there is there, but what about the cysts?
Cysts were, ma'am, same size only, but the presentation were more in the left eye.
Because the OCTA RNFL and the pressure difference was not much. How much was the pressure in both
the
eyes?
right eye, what was 24 millimeter of mercury. In the left eye, it is 26 millimeter of mercury. The patient was having more complaint in the left eye. That is, heaviness is more in the left eye.
So you believe the intermittent angle closure which was occurring was the reason. But right eye, perimetry, OCT, everything was normal, right? Okay.
Thank you very much. It's a known fact that cysts can cause, iridociliary cysts can cause it, and the numbers and the dimensions also matter. But thank you for a very good presentation. And we have the honor today, thank you ma'am,